Well, it says it right there up on the screen, Home Advantage with Kelly Warren and Associates. And Kelly, always good to see you.
Thank you. You too.
I was going to say, welcome to my home.
Yay.
Right? You made it happen for us in big ways. And the last episodes we mentioned that you did sell our house, or my house, in literally like 6 hours. So that's why we're able to stand here. And we, when we found this house, there were lots of different features that I was not used to.
Yes.
Exhibit A right down here. This is like an insert on the fireplace, and they're on all 3 levels of this house. And I was like, what the heck is that? Why would anybody want stuff like this?
Well, because we're in Ohio and we're getting ready to be in winter. So ambiance and, affordability and heat and all the good stuff.
It should be able to, change our energy bills, especially when it gets super duper cold out there, so that way the furnace doesn't have to be running constantly. But you've seen other properties with similar things, maybe not exactly like this.
Yes, the wood burners, I've seen different variations of them, but if you've got property where you have some, on our old property, every year we'd lose a tree. So if we had something like this where we could use that wood all year to then reheat the house, that's perfect. Low cost energy source.
That is.
I've seen pellet stoves. A lot of people will do something like that outside in a garage or a shed. You can feed it. I've seen them fed with one property we had 40 acres and a cornfield, and it was a corn-fed pellet stove. So, use your resources, use what you have on hand. Yeah. And then, of course, the solar panels are a big deal right now, too.
Right. We see these constant commercials for solar panels, and I see them on Facebook ads constantly, like, get $2,000 and put these solar panels on your house. Right. What does it do to the home value, to what the property looks like, and is it even worth it, or is it just some giant gimmick? Like, I want to know your expert opinion.
I think it just depends on who you are and what your interpretation is of it. There is some tax benefit, some tax return credit for that type of energy sources. There is some, of course, lower cost benefit throughout the years, but you have to factor in, if I'm only going to live in the house for 3 years, I'm going to have the burden of putting it all in and not return the investment over the 3 years. But if you're going to live here for 30 years and you're thinking, let me put in some solar panels, you'll see that money back. So maybe just kind of sit down and figure out where your break-even point is. Because it could be worth it. And those are kind of like hot button cool things with some buyers right now. Some buyers are really into that kind of stuff. So it just depends on who we're looking at.
Well, you showed us a property that had solar panels like in the yard. Remember, they were like on the property. Is it better to have them on the property, or like, I would think the ones that are the new ones are probably a little bit better.
I suppose it would depend on the house and the land and what it is that you're going for and how many you're putting in and that kind of thing. So you might want to consult a professional and just get a consultation.
This is a whole new world to me.
Yeah.
All these different ways to keep energy costs down, and I have to admit, as the temperature goes down, it most certainly is nice to turn this blower on and to get that blast of heat and that warmth through the entire house. So lots of money I know somebody spent on those things.
Yes.
I'm just glad it wasn't me.
And you get to have the benefit of them.
Right, exactly. So, if you are looking for different types of properties that, that are going to show off different kinds of features, you guys have so many listings and things are still moving so hot, quite literally.
Yep.
I like the market. Is it still burning?
The market's wonderful right now. If you're thinking of buying or selling, give us a call or a text at 330-717-2689.
They will get you covered from start to finish, and no question is so silly. I can tell you that right now. Thanks, Kel.
Thank you.